About a month ago, the Nigerian Senate, led by akpabio, replaced the chairman of a Code of Conduct Tribunal, Danladi Umar, and the newly appointed chairman, Kogo, are laying claims to its chairmanship. Right now, even the staff of a Code of Conduct Tribunal, they do not know who their chairman is. They do not know who their leader is because these two are in a tug of war. They are busy dragging the leadership, even though one has been sacked because of misconduct, but he still wants to stay in that office. That is Nigeria, my country for you. Oh, outside over there in the UK and in the US, once you are being accused of misconduct or corruption or anything like that, they resign and leave the place. But in Nigeria, my fatherland, they want to die there. They want to die there, even though they are being accused of corruption or of anything. They want to die there. Imagine this person that was even sacked is still dragging the office with the newly appointed chairman. You can imagine that. Nigeria, hello. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Confusion at CCT as Umar Kogo parades Selves as chairman. There is confusion at the Code of Conduct Tribunal, CCT, as embattled chairman Danladi Umar and the newly appointed chairman Mainasara Kogo is laying claim to its chairmanship. Newsroom Nigeria indicates that both persons have officially visited and held discussions with staff of the tribunal without any clear directive on who is in charge. You can imagine these two. The first one called the staff, held a meeting with them. The second one also did the same thing. So who are we going to follow now? The staff are just there like, who is our chairman? Who are we going to follow out of these two? I think that President Tinubu should intervene because before it gets out of hand. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had on July 13 appointed Kogo as the new chairman of CCT. The same day he announced Omolola Oloworaran as the Director General of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM. Although the staff complained that they knew in the work of the tribunal since the controversy over Umar's removal began, it was observed that corruption cases involving public servants are still being taken, with several charges listed on the cause list, either for trial or arraignment. However, senior staff of the tribunal, who spoke on the condition of anonymity, told Newsroom Nigeria that they are confused about who to work with, as both men have spoken with them and they are only civil servants who obey instructions. We are civil servants and we believe we can work with anyone that comes, our staff said. We have not seen any letter to the effect of these changes. We believe there is a procedure for the removal and appointment of a new chairman of the CCT. We know that the president and the two arms of government have made pronouncements that we don't know if invisible hands are working on this, but we know there is a process, he added. One of the officials said the process is for the appointee to go through the screening by the Federal Judicial Service Commission, FJSC, who recommends to the National Judicial Council, NJC, and then to the president, who approves and forwards to the Senate for confirmation. The senior official said there has been a pile of unattended files arising from a lack of clarity on the chairmanship of a tribunal. He came today and left, and the entire judiciary is now on holiday, so we have taken the liberty to adjourn all the outstanding cases to January, the witness said. However, a former staff of the tribunal who pleaded anonymity criticized Umar for visiting the office after what he said is valid removal. Why is he still coming to work, seeking to sign some documents and approve payments to contractors? He said Umar's visits were illegal as he was no longer the chairman of a commission. After the presidential announcement removing Umar, both the Senate and the House of Representatives in separate plenary on November 20 and 26 also endorsed his removal as CCT chairman on allegations of misconduct and corruption. Both resolutions were hinged on Section 17, subsection 3, Part 1, Fifth Schedule of the Nigerian Constitution, and Section 22, subsection 3 of the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act 2004 for the decision. The section provides that a person holding the office of chairman or member of a Code of Conduct Tribunal shall not be removed from his office or appointment by the president except upon an address supported by two-thirds majority of each house of the National Assembly, praying that he be so removed for inability to discharge the functions of the office in question, whether arising from infirmity of mind or body, or for misconduct, or for contravention of his code. The legal dispute over Umar's tenure is being tested in a suit before a federal high court in Abuja by the Community Rescue Initiative, Toro Concerned Citizen and Relief Foundation, who are contending that by the provisions of sections 1, subsection 1 and 3, section 6 and subsection 6, 153 subsection 1e, and 1 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. Lawyers have picked holes in the process that has created a situation in the CCT, with both Umar and Dogo claiming leadership of the tribunal. Reacting, Sanusi Musa San said the president did not announce Umar's removal as provided by the Constitution, which states that he can only do so after a resolution of two-thirds of the two houses of the National Assembly. He explained that at the same time, there have been no further announcements about Togo's appointment by the NJC after Umar's purported removal. Where is he getting the powers to visit the tribunal if he has not been appointed by the NJC and has not been inaugurated as the chairman of the tribunal? He asked. Similarly, Dayo Akinlaja San said if the newly announced chairman has not been issued any letter, which ought to be an instruction of appointment, his appointment is not binding. He said a letter of appointment would imply that removal has been done, which the person affected could then challenge, not by taking the laws into his hands, but through the judicial process. In a submission, Aaron Eze said there are some irregularities in the purported removal of the CCT chairman, Umar. The removal did not accord with the procedure for the removal of the CCT chairman, and that is why the National Assembly provided that aspect by their resolution for the removal. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. What do you all think about all of this confusion in duties? The newly elected have not been given an appointment letter. He has not been screened. So why are you appearing at your workplace when you have not been officially appointed? I would love to hear from you on this issue, guys. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.